Okay, this is going to be good. So you head east. The tunnel's quite narrow, but opens up into a slightly wider chamber as the DM starts to madly drag images.
I'll go first.
Backwards and forwards.
Oh,
Map. You kind of squeeze into this little hole. You're looking down the slope, which is formed from a natural staircase. The tunnel turns to the east, and it looks like the tunnel may be widening at the other end. I can't actually put Ed on the map yet because he's too big.
He's a big lad.
well, do you want me to snake off down the slope?
Yes.
Right, I'll put me crampons on, and then as sneakily as you can by with crampons on, I shall sneak down the slope.
If you're putting crampons on in here, it'll give you disadvantage on your sneak roll.
Right, but if I don't put crampons on in here, I'll go arse over tit, won't I?
That is a good point. You could pass without trace if you wish.
Yeah, I could. I'll take the disadvantage.
You creep as best you can down the stairs, and you come to a room and peer around the corner, and in the room is a large darkened chamber. Are you using light, or are you all relying on your dark vision?
No, I've got a torch out.
I'm just using my dark vision.
This torch can be seen from quite a distance away.
All right, okay. We'll rely on dark vision for now, I think.
And as you look into the room, it's all in black and white, and you basically see patches of grey, and then something catches your eye as if a dark patch has moved across the centre of the room. Except due to your dark vision, you're not entirely sure what it is.
I'll sneak after him.
Right, I'll sort of waggle me hand back up the corridor in that sort of well-known ranger sign for there's something in here and it's moving.
Yeah, so Dave, you get down the corridor, you see Andy sort of waggling his thing as if to tell you to hold.
Okie dokie, I hold.
Are you wearing crampons, Dave?
Yeah.
I've got spider climb on still.
I'll try and stay very still and unobtrusive in the shadows and wait and see if that patch of darkness moves again.
You can hear Dave coming up behind you, and as you do, you see several patches of shadow, and it looks like several things are moving around the room.
Right, but does it look like they're advancing towards me?
Not at the moment. They're kind of circling the room. Dave, have you stopped, or are you continuing down the passage?
I've stopped.
Right, I'll try and hold up as many fingers as I think there are things moving.
Just lob a fireball in there, Al.
Well, in that case, I'll just hold up 5 fingers.
Okay.
Working on the premise that there's, one too many.
You can all see Andy from where you are standing, so you can see him holding up fingers. Just like to do.
I'll motion him to go forward.
You motion Andy to go forward.
Yeah, we're going to have to go in there, aren't we?
I motioned back to Sanwin in that universal hand sign for what? 2 paces forward.
Hang on, I'm coming forward.
I'm on the ceiling, so I'll walk down there. So
I'll sneak forward. Right.
I'll try and point out the Lantesh as best I can, these sort of patches that are moving.
I'll move to one side to let Nixie pass. I mean, someone.
Yeah, so you all can move forward. Select all PCs.
And I will move a bit so that there's room.
A request is stealth check from you guys.
Are you fucking ninja, me? I'm awesome at stealth.
You are like the ninja.
The ninja.
Well, they've probably heard me.
Let's just say there are not great stealthy people in the party.
Richard,
yes.
Am I at disadvantage with skill checks with me eye, or just
some of them perception checks? You are using eyes. You approach the cave, and
I'll point them out to Sanwin when he gets here.
As you do, they have not noticed you and attacked you yet. Salmon, are you moving next to?
Yeah.
Corin. But shockingly, they don't seem to have noticed you yet. They have the world's shittiest passive perception.
I mean, I could say hi. They might not be.
shit.
Just lob a fireball in there, man.
Okay.
I get the feeling they're not friendly.
I could light me lantern if you want.
You light your lantern. I'll ready a fireball. I'll get ready to cast fireball.
Did I sense danger before Earl going to cast fireball?
Dave, you constantly sense danger in air.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous all of the time. Your spidey sense is tingling. In fact, it's banging on the inside of your skull with its fists. as you shine the light, it reflects off the walls of the icy cave, and 12 shadowy humanoid creatures which were floating backwards and forwards.
If they move to attack, I'm lighting them
Can
up.
I move the hand with the lantern further towards them so that they're going to be looking at the hand with the lantern and not so much at us? Would that be a good idea?
Right, well, as soon as Andy lights the lantern, before the mage hand picks it up,
What the hell are they? Oh, God.
Oh shit.
Aye. Crap.
Earl shouts, "I'm gonna light you up, sweet cheeks."
Oh yeah,
I think
it's
I have.
firing.
I think I have.
Fire
done
when
them.
ready, Sanwin.
Right, so they scream a terrible undead scream, and they all spin, seeing the light, and head towards you. They have the surprise condition because Bracy failed his stealth check, but was still back in the room. He hasn't moved yet.
Right.
So you get to act quickly. Lantesh, you go first. Are you mage handing the lantern?
I am, yes.
Right, okay, so that'll be your action. Andy, so the lantern floats out of your hand.
Right.
We'll move off the shadows. Corin, it is your turn next.
Right. Well, until we know what we're dealing with, I shall just try putting an arrow into this one. This closest one to me.
It's a hit on the very gangly shadow.
Well, in that case, since that arrow seemed to have an effect, it can have a second one. We'll go. That's me, and that's just bought us a bit of space.
Right, 2 arrows zip into the shadow, and it disappears
Oh, get in.
in a flash of logic. That's your turn. Are you moving, Corin, or not?
Yeah, can I just squeeze past Sanwin to there so I can still stay round the corner to shout at stuff for him?
Yes.
Right.
Next we have Sanwin. What might you be doing, Sanwin, by any chance?
Fireball!
Roll them bones. With a great puff and a whoosh, most of them crisp, and ectoplasm splatters about the room.
Well, that's even things up a bit.
Indeed it has. We go now to Aisha. You're at the back, mate.
I will move down just behind Ed, but I will keep an eye out in case anything comes down behind us in the corridor.
Okay, next up we have Ben.
I shall move to there.
You move forward into the room.
Yeah, it looks like you missed one. Oh, you mustn't have been able to target them.
Yeah, I could only get one in that corner there. I should have went down one. I would have got more, but I was being a bit dicey.
Right, so you move down there, Dave, and is that your turn?
No, I'll move again
Okay.
to there.
You move into the room, and you can see there are multiple exits from this room. Next up is Villian, who moves forward next to you, Aisha. So it's Villian, and then it is Ed, who can't really do anything. And then that terrible cry comes from behind once more. As running at you from behind, Bracy, a gigantic, partially decayed hyena comes out, and he doesn't mess about this time. He just targets you and snaps at you, trying to sever your hamstring. It's a hit. You take 23 damage.
Oh.
And not in hyena form, apparently. So that is his turn. End of round. Lantesh, round 2.
So, can I see the hyena at the back because I'm on the ceiling, yeah?
You can.
Right. I think I'll have to use a magic missile because I don't want to roll a hit with that fucking thing. I'll just cast it at first. I don't want to expend too many resources at this point.
The force slams into it. Is that your turn?
It is, yes.
Right, okay, he uses a legendary action at the end of your turn and bites once more
No.
into Aisha.
I'll shout, get off my Aisha!
Can I see or hear any of this going on?
Oh yeah, once he appears and attacks, he lets out that terrible bark and laugh and misses. Right, Corin, it's your turn.
Right. Well, I'm going to have to leave these to deal with the rest of the shadows. I'm going to have to do me movement in bits till I can see them.
You can see Tracy on the roof shooting backwards up the corridor. You can't actually get past Ed because there is no space on the other side. Because you can't end your move in somebody's square, and it's difficult terrain. And you've got like 2 squares of Ed, then Aisha, so you can't actually move through them. It's too crowded.
Right. Oh, well, in that case, sorry, mate. I'll have to go the other way. back through Sandwin. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do. So I shall go down to there, and I may as well take a pop at this one here, or not. Well, we'll try that again. There you go. Pick the bones out of that.
And the howling creature dies.
Yeah, so that's that one taken care of. So that's me for now.
I'm curious now to know what the hell that fucking thing is.
I've unhidden it, so you should be able to see the name. Ben, the shadow rushes towards you, reaches out, crits. Okay, you take necrotic damage. Right, Dave, your strength is reduced by D4. You lose 2 points of strength, so you're currently on 18.
It's not nice.
As the shadow comes over. Salmon, you're up next. You hear all hell breaking loose behind you. The bark and laughter. Ben cries out, suddenly in pain.
Okay, I'm going to kill both things in a flurry of logic.
You can't target the hyena because it's behind Ed and Aisha.
Ah, in that case, I'm not. I will just cast at the one on Ben. Does it look unwell? I will chromatic orbit.
I never hit once when I used to use that.
There you go, job done.
Oh, blows the shadow to bits as it disappears in a puff of fire.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah, sadly they don't seem too terribly hard. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, I was going to do something tricky, but I better not.
It's almost as if this beast is stalking you and attacking you at the most inopportune moments.
What a bastard.
Okay, the next shadow comes up. Coronet comes out from behind the wall to the south and reaches out a dark, shadowy hand as it attempts to touch you inappropriately, which you dodge out of the way.
Get off!
Right, it's the hyena. The hyena is going to... I think it's just going to stick to what is going well. It's going to bite at Aisha once more, which misses. Aisha, it is your turn.
Right, I'm going to slide round it to open up the view so more people can attack it.
Yeah.
Now, as you've seen this, we know it's a vampire sort of thing. Do I know if it's native to this plane or not?
You do not. If you look at
Have
the
you
token,
tried
it's the
turning
most
it
messed
before?
up hyena.
Bollocks. I'll target and I'll banish it.
Excellent. Go ahead, make it save and throw. It succeeds.
God fucking damn it.
Banishment fails, sadly. Are you doing anything else?
I'm going to heal myself with healing word. And I end my turn.
Fillion desperately wants to use Everard's back tentacles, but she will hit everybody in the chamber. And you can tell she's still considering it anyway. Like, should I? Ben, it is your turn.
That's my...
Villian will also move to the side, allowing people to get in, and she will... I mean, I'm sure we'll survive in Everard's black tentacles. If you're up for it, Aisha.
Hell yeah, I don't give a shit.
It's just like, I'll just magic missile, alright. And at least I know it's going to hit. So she fires 3 magic missiles. Yeah, she'll just use the first level one. Right, that is her turn. She's moved to one side. It's Ed's turn, Tracy.
Right, I can actually move up, can't I now?
Yeah, you can move forward into melee range. Ed swings with his one good arm and misses.
Missed.
Miss.
Wait a
Lantesh.
minute, is there any way I can step to one side, but still, so it's not going to get attack of opportunity?
Not with Ed. He's blocking the corridor.
All right, I just thought maybe he's just below Valiant. I didn't know if I could get there.
You can't fit into that space.
Right, okay, no worries.
Have you seen the name of the hyena?
It doesn't make any. I've never heard of it before, so I'm still at a loss.
I must assure you have. Is that your turn, Lantesh? Sorry.
It's Ed's turn, yes.
That's Ed's turn. So it's your turn. It's round 3.
Does it look very damaged?
Barely.
Shite.
Seriously, nobody remembers that name.
I do, but I can't place it.
You might have to kite the hyena into this room so we can all deal with it.
I'm going to move up. I'm on the ceiling, so I don't get a penalty to move through people, yeah?
Yeah.
5, move there. Dimension door, back to where I was up the corridor.
Taking Aisha with you.
Yeah, out of harm's way.
Gee, thanks. Poof. Right, so move your totem back. I'm not sure how dimension door works. I assume it works.
Do you want us to read it?
Can do.
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the desired spot. It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight downward or upward, northwest at 45-degree angle, and so forth. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Oh yeah, or of your size or smaller.
Oh, right.
So Aisha's just too darn big to fit through your hole, as it were.
Right, well,
You hear that? Did you hear that? Oh, sorry, Aisha. That phrasing. You don't have to do that then, because
right. I was under the impression. Oh, that's a bit shit.
not if you're Aisha. You can take like horses and
wait a minute.
stuff.
No, well, could I not use my natural ability to polymorph into the same size as Aisha, then dimension door and do that and pull them out of harm's way?
You can, but you'd have to polymorph first. So what you?
That's me natural ability.
No, you can only
Not
polymorph into
spell?
a beast. You can only polymorph into a beast. So when you're in beast form, you can't cast spells.
I thought I could polymorph into.
No.
Dimension thing, then
Beast
polymorph the bloody vampire.
Yeah, so I'll let you take that spell back. Darn big,
Balls!
because
Oh,
Aisha's just too big to fit in your hole.
gutted because I actually picked that spell. I picked the spell to help the party. Oh, polymorph the fucking hyena then.
Sadly, he's already a shape changer, so polymorph fails.
Fuck. Oh, right. Okay. That's my go then.
Corin,
I think it's going to have to be the old change weapons routine.
pull short swords out and have at it.
I basically. So I shall attempt to shiv it.
You shiv it through the undead bits and it dies horribly. And then disappears in a puff of ectoplasm.
Champion, I shall change back to me bow.
Sanwin, it is your turn.
It's dead, isn't it? Or gone?
It is dead, yes. You just have a
Move
vampire who has
up
you all
there.
pinned in the corridor.
All right, that's what I thought was dead. I can't do anything because I can't cast through Ed.
You can't what?
I can't cast through Ed, can I?
No, he's enormous and he's blocking the corridor. Actually, you've got Wonder the War Mage, so I'll allow it as partial cover because that's large as well.
All right, move it back.
So you
then.
Wonder the War Mage will actually let you cast past partial cover.
Okay, then. In that case, Scorching Ray at level 4.
Oh,
Big guns time.
big guns.
Right, I was just checking I got this right. So that's another 2 shots. So that'll be 5. Right.
Can't remember Tekeli League.
But you could give us an in chat to remember it. Is it the name of
Yep,
that
there you go.
assassin in Loneywood?
Not. Right, you blast it with fire and it still seems barely hurt.
Was it the elf girlfriend of the guard in Bryn Shander?
It lets out a laugh, a terrifying, horrible laugh, and continues to bite at Aisha. Almost like it's toying with you, it's just taking the basic attacks. That is its turn. It is your turn again, Aisha.
I cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay, that's your bonus action.
and then I smack the shit out of the hyena.
Misses.
God damn it! And
your
I'll tag it as well.
main action.
Fuck my life.
Indeed. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay, at the end of the turn, it's now regenerated its legendary action, so it bites you again. Bounces off your armor. God damn. Right, so it's now Velien's turn. She shouts, most of the spells I've got won't affect undead, so I'm kind of stuck with magic missile. Sorry.
So she's a necromancer whose most spells don't affect undead.
Yeah, they're all necrotic damage. Ed's turn.
Right, let's see if I can hit him this time.
Yep, you hit.
Right, my go.
Yep, round 4, Lantesh's turn.
I'm going to cast
Yeah,
Fire
I'm worried.
Bolt at it.
Okay.
Oh,
Misses.
Right.
Okay, so Corin, it is your turn.
Right. I can't shout past Ed, can I?
You can, but I'll give him cover.
Right.
So you have to click the cover button on the bottom.
Well, I shall try.
It's a hit.
Well, I'll be buggered.
Finally, you seem to be hurting the creature.
Right. How do you like them apples?
Salmon.
Level 2 Scorching Ray.
It's a hit for the first one.
That's me.
Right, the creature seems quite badly hurt. Patches of its fur are burnt off as you empty everything you have into the creature. Next, its turn. Its shape shimmers once and then turns into mist. And this is the sight as it shifts through its forms.
The fucking hell is that?
It turns to mist as its action and seeps through the wall, the cave next to Lantesh.
God damn it.
Wasn't this, do you remember them gnolls were met? Wasn't the summit, how did they worship?
They worshipped Yenagug. It wasn't that, but the shaman was proclaiming he was the blood of Tekali, the first gnoll.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
However, it moves through the wall 20 feet, seeping in through the cracks in the ice, and disappears. And we're out of combat.
Piss on the cracks, they freeze over, it's trapped.
What do you want to do? Now that you've had a chance to examine this room, there are stairs leading out the south, and there's a tunnel leading to the east and one to the north.
Well, I am going to do some spell point jiggery pokery to get some spells back.
Okay. Fillian says, "Did you see that as it changed shape? What the hell kind of vampire is that? That's not in any of the books or comics I've read."
Comics?
Yeah, it's an artistic form of expression where the medium is primarily pictures instead of words. It's a horrible thing.
That Velian is the sort of vampire that needs to be a dead vampire. Or should I say an ex-vampire, because it's already dead.
She's staring at the wall where the mist seeped through. Well, it seems to have buggered off for now. You don't hear that howling laugh.
Richie, how big's the crack in the wall?
Tiny. It's literally turned into a cloud of mist and then seeping through hundreds of tiny cracks in the ice. If you remember, when the glacier was shattered, it sent a shockwave through it, and I described it as how it was all cracking, and then when you walk in the cave, the main noise you can hear is as using the codicil white seems to destabilize the ice caves and sent cracks all throughout the glacier.
I'm so tempted with this magic jug that can summon water and shit. Summon it, then bless the water, then when next time it pops up, just throw the whole thing on top of it.
Or can you bless mayonnaise and have holy mayonnaise?
Oh, it'd be like napalm.
Nip, I was just thinking napalm, try it.
Right, so you're standing in the corridor. Are you moving into the room the rest of yours, or are you doing anything? Because you know, I don't understand you're in shock after
I'm going to heal myself up a
having a
little
good
bit.
beating.
Well, if you can stagger as far as the room, I'll bind your wounds for you.
I'll bloody well stagger out of here.
Thought you might.
The first attack seemed to be just a nip, where it popped in, took a nip at Tracy, bit her on the neck/shoulder, and then immediately disappeared. This time it seemed more savage and seemed to be taking advantage of the narrow corridors to seriously give Aisha a good hiding. Right, this one is higher, Tracy, so if you're still on the ceiling, it's 30 feet in the air, just in case you fall.
I'll not fall, man. I'm brilliant, me.
Ed
Modest
follows
as
you.
well.
Villian comes in.
There you
Villian
are.
says, "It seemed quite intelligent. I couldn't use me big high-level spells on it because of the close quarters. It seems to have chosen that ambush site perfectly. It probably knows the cave."
Oh, you think?
She says, "I sense that sarcasm coming from you right now, and I don't think it's helpful, but I'm going to go with it."
Can I have a magic sponge, please, Andy?
Oh, sorry. Yes, hang on.
General question, Rich.
Yes.
Out of character. Shapeshift didn't work on that, but if it's in its natural form and you try and
There we go.
shapeshift it, would that work?
You don't know.
Thank you.
If you ask Fillian, I will give her a roll. She says, "I don't know." Normally, a polymorph wouldn't work on a vampire because it's inherently a shape changer, but this thing again is like nothing I've ever seen. So if it's a normal vampire, if it acts under the same unnatural laws as a normal vampire, then polymorph won't work on it.
I ask her if its ability to change into the mist a natural ability or a spell.
Again, I don't know, but for a normal vampire, that's just a natural ability.
Okay, so the spell magic wouldn't work. Damn.
So Andy runs around with the sticking plasters and the slices of orange.
I got an idea. Ice and snow is basically water. So you could make holy ice balls and holy snowballs.
That's not a bad idea, Dave.
I wonder how many blesses it would take to to make the entire cavern holy.
Too many. It's like a to bless one flask of water, of one flask of holy water or something. Dave feels weak, breathing heavily and leaning on his axe.
Is there anything we can do to help? Oh, hang on.
What seems to be the matter with Dave?
He looks tired.
He got hit by one of those ghosties, didn't he?
He got hit
Or
by
spectres or
a
whatever.
Yeah, I
shadow.
got a
Yes.
kind of drain thing.
Can I attempt to use a remove curse?
Villian says, yeah, now those on the other hand, they're normal shadows. A remove curse is not going to work. It was an attachment to the negative material plane, so when it's touched Ben, some of his strength's been sapped. However, the good news is it should recover on a long or a short rest. A cup of tea and a jam donut and he'll be fine.
Jam donut, cup of tea.
I'll get the primer stove on.
I don't like being hunted.
So does anybody know which way we need to go to get to this?
Nope.
Nope, that's the fun bit.
Good old dungeon crawl.
Right, this room is the only one exit from it?
No, there's the stairs to the south. There is a passageway to the east, quite a wide passageway. And there is a smaller passageway to the northeast.
Let's check them out.
Well, I think maybe stairs, but do you know
I think
roughly which
stairs are the way
direction
to-
the city is?
I would think down, but stairs are the way to go, but I want to make sure we're not leaving anything else at our back. Also, this thing's going to be back again, and it's harrowing.
Well, just have Ed be at the end of the column. And
No,
Aisha
because
in the middle.
the only way we're killing this thing is if we can lure it in, surround it, and stop it running away when it turns to mist. Now, it's still, I assume, as a mist, vulnerable to fire. So I can keep something in reserve for it, but I'm pissing through my spell resources.
Snap.
Villian says, well,
Very little left.
again, I don't know about this specific one, but if it was a standard vampire, we could trap it under running water. We could trap it in some kind of holy building. Sometimes works.
Well, if we find some running water, that's the way we're going to go. But until
No, it's all right. There is a way around that. All we need is a set of steps, a small hobbit with that magical jug standing on the top of the set of steps. And you need to engineer the vampire to walk underneath.
Everyone, while we're moving, look out for an area without many cracks in it. I know that's probably unlikely at the minute, but as we progress through, we might find places that weren't hit as hard.
Well, let's just find a good area, and if there's any cracks, we'll summon a load of water, chuck it on, and freeze the cracks.
Yeah, can do.
I was going to say, let's get the bag of holding, fill it with holy water, and then get it in the bag somehow. Don't suppose you gnomes can invent bloody Hoover, can you?
My brother might have by now.
Sadly, there is no hidden treasures or bodies or anything in this room. It was just a whole bunch of shadows.
Right, let's head east. Will someone lead the way because I am squishy?
Yeah, go on then.
So you see a room off to your east, Andy, and a small room off to the north.
Right. I shall check the room to the east first.
Right, so you head off. You see some stairs leading down to the south. However, this room, the cavern has a 10-foot high ceiling covered with icicles that nearly touch the floor, forming thin stalactites. Several of these icicles have been broken off, leaving paths that lead to the cave's 4 exits, narrow tunnels to the east and south, and wider tunnels to the west and northeast. High-pitched barking and yipping echoes throughout the cave, but you can't tell which direction the sounds come from. So you've kind of stopped there at the entrance, because unless you want to wind your way through the icicles.
No, you're all right.
Has anybody got any spell, or possibly any spells, which are akin to sunlight?
Well, like daylight spell.
No.
Damn.
So Andy comes back and reports what I have just reported to you.
I shall move to the entrance to the north room.
The north room, the 20-foot high cavern tapers to a dead end. A dozen human skeletons sheathed in frost lie on the uneven floor, but their skulls appear to be missing.
Oh, fucking hell, not again.
Well, we're at 12 shadows. So
holy water the corpses, holy water the corpses.
Dave used
now.
all of the holy water last session.
Make new holy water and holy water corpses now.
Do you want to cast Bless, Bracer? You can make a vial of holy water per first level spell slot casting Bless if you have Bless memmed.
I've got bless memmed.
So for every first level spell slot you spend, you can bless some water.
Well, maybe those heads are from the previous skulls that attacked us.
No, we've already dealt with them.
But did you find their original bodies, like?
Yep.
Yep.
I've got one first level spell left.
Bless a vial and let's knock these out.
Okay, so Bracy blags his bless spell, blessing a holy water.
Right, do your thing and then we'll search them.
I'll stay where I am just in case anything comes out from anywhere else.
Right, you go in, you scatter holy water on the corpses. One of the skeletons at the back of the cave wears a tarnished holy symbol shaped like a 4-pointed star, similar to the one you found earlier, Earl.
Someone shove that in their pocket. You never know.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
As you're walking about searching, Earl, you go, pass us some of that jerky. I'm feeling kind of hungry. Dave goes, yeah, I'm feeling pretty hungry as well. As you say this, Lantesh's stomach goes,
Oh, that's not good.
What?
your stomach starts to rumble. Yeah, you could eat. Aisha, you're famished.
I'm starving. As a person, as a player, I'm freaking starving. Just talking about food. Can you stop?
Have I got a craving for food or
Yes.
meat?
Food. All of you in that room have a craving for food.
Right. Let's move out of this room very quickly.
Okay. So you grab the amulet.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
When we come out of that room, do we still feel hungry?
Yeah, starving in fact.
Does Andy look delicious? Is it that
No
kind
more delicious than normal.
I'll get out a pie and have something to eat.
Right, Earl begins to snack upon a pie. The rest of you look on and look jealous at Earl's pie. I'm going to need a saving roll from you other three. Davey went in there. Ben. Okay, a constipation saving throw.
37. I think that works.
3 successes. Right, you all stare at Earl as he doesn't so much eat the pie as he starts ramming it down his neck, and you all stare at him, and all of you go blah, 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 as your stomach rumbles.
I have some jerky.
Share some of that pie with, will you?
Aisha starts tearing into jerky.
This isn't right.
Have you got rations, Bracy?
Yep.
Yeah, you eat a full ration.
Do I still feel hungry?
It seems to have abated for now. Bracy pulls out a ration pack, unwraps it, and then tears through it, eating all of the rations.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Andy, you stare at these people and you're like, hang on, that's normally my trick.
Yeah, something's afoot. But I am idly musing what vampire hyena curry tastes like.
Actually, I'm carrying 50 rations, so if anybody wants one, I'll last the rations out.
I'm just going to apply effect to you guys, just so you know. There we go. Bang. Bang. Dave, what are you doing?
I had a ration.
You go.
Are you lot all right? It's not that long
Hungry
since
work, man. Casting spells, you know.
Yeah, something's gone wrong in that room, but I think we're okay for now.
I'm sleeping with one eye open, mate.
Gripping your rations tight.
Right, away then. Let's keep cracking.
So, do you have the staircase to the south? Or you could pick your way through the cave to the east.
Yeah, let's go that way.
If we're going to go through that cave to the east, no, I'm not saying this because I want them damaged, because I certainly don't, but would Ed not be quite useful for clearing a path?
Oh yeah, Ed won't be able to pick his way through. Ed will just smash his way through all of these icicles, making quite considerable racket, in fact.
Well, if he's following us, he'd make a racket anyway, wouldn't he?
Well, let's face it, we're getting stalked anyways, so it's not like they don't know we're here. So, yeah, get Ed to go ahead.
Sorry, all I've got is vision of a robot on his tippy toes giving it teet, 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 teet.
So you head through, and with a loud crashing, tinkling noise, Ed starts to destroy all of the icicles. The barking and yipping noise stops.
Guess they know we're here.
Back, Lantesh.
You've getting like this far maybe into the room. What do you wish to do, people?
How far up is it from ceiling to floor?
This room is 10-foot high ceiling.
Right, okay.
Oh, ow.
Go further into the room. I expect the rest of them are following behind Ed. Because he's going to funnel neck the corridor. I need to get him into this room so you can get in.
You wait a few seconds. Silence reigns. And then crawling along the ceiling towards you, several of those kobolds you saw earlier. I'm going to request some initiative.
Right. Oh, 31. Woohoo!
Okay, so Lantesh goes first.
I'm going to frigging dimension door back up the fucking corridor away from these fucking things.
Okay, do you have no 4th level spells left?
Oh, balls. Right, okay. Hold that thought a minute. Just hold that thought.
I am. It's looking.
Oh,
It's
God,
looking
I'm
straight at you,
freaking
Tracy. Look at the image of them. Just look.
Don't, because they're
Ah,
frightened as actually, right, whereabouts are they?
right in front of you on the ceiling, 10 feet away from you.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Ed there and I'm going to dash so I can do 50 feet, can't I?
You can. Now you can command Ed to attack, or he will follow you by default.
Yeah, I'll get him to attack, but...
Lantesh
It's
comes
guys!
running past you all, squeaking.
I'll tell them what's
And that
going
one's 30
corridor.
foot, so you're 30
Cobalt!
foot in there.
Same as
Okay,
before.
so Ed will run at them.
Yeah.
Next up, you have actually Corin.
Right. Well, Corin will. Right. I'm going to try putting an arrow into this,
Okay. Yeah, it's a hit.
and it might as well have a second arrow. Oh, fair play. Oh, all right.
Nice shot, sir. Nice shot. There's 2 arrows, thunk, thunk, into the creature, wounding it. It says.
What did it say?
What did it say?
Ah, that's what I thought it said. Right. I'll hold there.
That's our boys there.
Delicious.
Sanwan, it is your turn.
I don't like him.
Firebolt.
How am I rich when I had all that we can get?
Oh, just a fireball, Earl. We're not going to fire off like a level 4 fireball, are we not?
I could if you really wanted to,
Yeah, go for it.
but I'm not gonna.
It looks heavily damaged, but not dead. Aisha, it is your turn at the back there. Me old
I am just
sausage lot.
trying to find something. Ooh, I don't think this is a good place to fire off the horn of blasting.
I think it's the perfect place. As GM, I said do it. Live
Can
your
you
best,
just give
be
us
your
a
best self, Bracy.
Give us a minute to stuff some cheese in my ears.
Well, it's 30-foot range, but I'm thinking about it's audible for 600 feet, which means it's probably going to bring the entire bloody glacier down the top.
Oh yeah, it will most certainly collapse the ceiling.
Deal with that vampire.
It's a big red button. I can't stop myself pressing it.
I'm not quite sure we're needed just yet. That's just my 2 silver pieces.
All right, I will move down a little bit
Yeah,
so I can see up the corridor better.
go for it.
About there.
You can just about see that one.
I'm just checking the range, and I cast Toll the Dead.
Wow. Out come the big spells. As GM, I'm impressed.
Well, we don't want to burn all the big ones because we can't have a rest.
What do you mean? Who said you can't have a rest? You just haven't?
Well, this vampire is going to pop up though.
The sound of a sonorous bell fills the air around it. Awesome. So there's a great clang noise that echoes throughout the caves as Bracy casts it. Okay, it partially resists it.
Wow.
What? Shit. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Ben.
I will dash to there.
Okay, you run into the room that used to be full of icicles, but it now has Ed and a whole bunch of smashed up icicles. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's all, Rich.
Okay. Right, so running underneath that one comes out another creature, runs over, leaps on Ed and begins to bite him.
I hope it breaks its bloody teeth.
Ed is completely unperturbed by this as this thing hangs off it and goes gnashing and gnawing on the plate mill.
I just have visions of Ed just like picking it up, pulling it around in front of his face, looking at it, then snapping it in half and dropping it on the floor.
It's snapping it in 2 pieces. It's Ed's turn, Tracy.
Right. Go for the one that's jumped on us. On him, rather.
Perhaps you hope there may be a way to fix Ed once you get to the city where he was created.
Yeah.
He bludgeons at the creature. It doesn't seem to do much. This one leaps down off the wall and lands on Ed's head, biting at Saw. Yeah, it has pack tactics. It hits, and it actually punctures through his armor as it hangs on top of it going...
Oh, me tooth.
Velienne can't get past you, so she'll stand there ready. I still can't use Everard's grasping tentacles because Ed's in the way.
Just go for it. Ed'll be fine.
Are you sure?
If it means saving the party.
I think there's going to be worse things than this bunch of kobolds.
She says it'll hit Ed as well, mind.
I'll leave that to your what you think. If you
Oh no, I absolutely 100% want to do this, but I'll hit Ed, and if I kill Ed, then you'll probably get upset.
right, okay then.
Yes, no, she
I was-
holds up her
No,
arms,
no,
ready
no.
to cast.
No!
Oh,
Sorry.
okay,
Okay.
fine, all right, I won't cast it.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Evod's black tentacles does. So
It's very Cthulhu-y. Black, oily tentacles burst out the ground and start thrashing about, grabbing and beating on things. It's
Ooh.
magnificent, she says.
oh, wow, might have to get me some of that.
Yep. Right, that one's moved. Lantesh, it's your turn once more, as we're in round 2.
Right, I'll go there on the ceiling and I'll cast Firebolt at one of the ones that's trying to chew my poor head.
They seem to be succeeding, actually, against all odds. That one's quite heavily hurt. The other one is only lightly hurt.
All right, okay. Get off my head!
Get off your head, indeed. Is that your turn, Tracy?
It is, yes, thanks.
Excellent.
Right, I shall move first. Now, let's say we're up and safe from here. Oh, is there just the two of them?
There is, yeah. The insane.
Yeah, I thought. Ah, right. Okay then. Will I still be able to shoot that one I've got targeted that's the other side of Ed?
Yeah. It's like hanging on top of him.
Oh, right.
Trying to bite where his neck would be if he was a human.
All right. Well, in that case,
Right, you shoot the creature.
I shall change target and try and put an arrow in the other one. There we go. Right, that's my
You
door.
shoot the other one. Next up, Salmon.
I will swap my target to this one and firebolt.
Blasting it with fire. You hit. Right, dead yet.
No, that's me.
Aisha.
I'll target one of the ones that's sitting on top of Ed.
There's only one left. The other one
Okay,
is
and
fallen dead to the floor.
I'll
You're making a hell of noise with that taller down though.
I don't give a shit.
Tall away, sir. Tall away. It saves. It takes no damage. The bell once more dong rings out.
Right, and then I turn around and look behind us in case there's any fucking vampires sneaking up behind us.
Okay. You turn and face away from the combat. Interesting. Ben, it's your turn. Run round Corin. See a passageway to the south.
And I move there.
You move next to this little biting kobold with the red gleaming eyes dripping blood out of its long
hit him.
fangs.
Give it a good eye in there, Dave.
There I go.
You slash it down, and it howls and hisses, falls dead to the floor. Valiant says, now that I've had a chance to study them, do I know anything about them? No. There's some kind of vampire spawn. I don't know what.
Lovely.
Some necromancer shit is, huh? Right, Dave, you
Nice.
slash it to the floor and it's dead. And everything goes quiet. And Ed just stands there, Tracy, because you told him to attack.
Lantesh, did you say which direction they came from?
Yes, from the south corridor, wasn't it?
Well, I suspect the best thing is going to be to check this corridor out first. Because I'm still
No, not that one. Up here, from what I can see, it curves like round south. This one here, Brad.
Yeah, the Lantesh, you stand at a corridor which goes to the east and then curves south.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, you look down. There's a set of icy steps once more leading down into what looks like a cavern that opens up.
Right. Which way, Sonwin?
Northeast.
Right.
So you're heading to the northeast passage. Is this correct?
Apparently.
But they came from the one in front of Lantesh. And if they're like vampire frogs, they might be guarding his remains or whatever.
Fair play. Well, I'll just wait here in case anything comes out of that tunnel to the north.
Right, so as you go down there, you see it opens into a wider cavern. It has the faint whiff of death, but however, it's very quiet. And you peer around the cavern, and it looks like you can see another entrance to the south, although you haven't moved further in to see what lies to the north. You come out into this part, and something catches out of the corner of your eye because you have the alertness feat. 3 more of those creatures hang on the wall directly to the north. They spot you and leap towards you, fangs bared.
Right, I'll shout to Dave, run! Go back! And I'm going to dash back up the corridor. Yeah.
You run back to there.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 more coming, guys!
Corin, you hear a cry from somewhere.
Right. I shall swing round hold my action, and as soon as one of them sticks its head out, I'll shoot it. Not one of the party, one of the kobolds.
Right. Okay. Salmon.
I'm going to move up and then one more move there. And can I see anything? Can I shite?
No, you can't see
I
anything.
will prepare a firebolt. If I see anything big, the evilly nasty, I'll shoot it in the face.
Okay, next up we have Aisha. The cries. Don't see anything.
The first kobold that sticks its head out is gonna have its day ruined for it.
Well, I can't see anything.
That's right.
Any enemies.
Yeah, I imagine you're all like looking around, like looking at the ceiling, you know, like in the Aliens movie when they come crawling across the ceiling and that. You're all looking around and like frantically holding spells going, I can't see anything. I can't see anything.
They're going down walls of floor. I'll move over here.
Okay, past Ed.
Past Ed, and I will check that little alcove to my right.
You see Jack.
I can't see Jack, and then I will look to the northeast.
Okay. Towards Corin.
Yeah.
You look at Corin. Ben, it is your turn.
I wave.
I wave back.
I'll hold my action to attack first one of those things that comes within attack range.
Okay. They come crawling round the corner. One comes round on the ceiling.
Not dancing, is it?
It's not. And it will hold its attack action until its comrade, which comes next, attacks you. So that one comes running round Dave on the floor, so they can all fit in the corridor together, whereas you can only fit one person. And that runs up to attack you. So you can attack the first one, which is the northernmost one, because you were holding an attack action, yeah? Go for it. Because then they both waited their turn to use their pack tactics to attack you. You strike it with the axe. It goes, oh, that one's got a screwed up lisp. It goes, yeah, it sounds like Daffy, if Daffy Duck was a vampire. You slash at it, Dave. Right, now these two guys, that's a hit. They grab you and start biting into you. Blood flows. And then the second one uses his pack tactics as well, but misses you. God damn it. Villien will move up, looking down the south corridor, saying, I can't see anything. You're not reading it right. Oh, yes. It's my turn again, Dave, as the third one comes running around the corner. This one is 5 feet up on the opposite wall. One's on the floor, one's clinging to the right wall, one's clinging to the left wall. And that one also attacks you. It's pack tactics. That one hits. So two of them have grabbed you and are clinging and biting into you, and blood is running out through your beard and down your front. End of turn. Lantesh, it is your turn.
Just firebolt one of them.
Okay. You see the flash of the firebolt from the tunnel of the east guys that are in the main room as Lantesh casts a firebolt.
And then move back up the corridor so that Davy, like, to try and drag them back up.
Okay. And you see Lantesh come running round the corner.
There. That
To
should
there.
be me 25 feet movement. Yep.
Yeah. Lantesh runs round the corner. Is that your turn?
There's three of them, and they're on Davy. They're on Ben.
They're on Ben, Angry Santa. Corin, it's your turn. You're holding your bow ready, drawn, pointing it south,
Yep.
but nothing has come out of that tunnel yet.
Right, excuse I. 15. Yeah, that's 20 to there. I still can't sign out.
Now, sadly, the blocky form of Ben is blocking the way.
Shit.
Shit, indeed.
Right, well, I leave me there.
Yeah.
Holding the action. Yeah.
Got ya. Sandman. Where are your wise cracks now?
Move to
Fireball
there.
mage.
Oh, wait, move there. I saw a flash.
So you probably
just-
just catch a flash of a ready orange coat as you move past up the corridor.
I'll stand here, I'll ready a firebolt. Anything that's horrible comes within range, I'll shoot in the face.
It is
And I'll
your
shout, Ben, back out!
I can't.
Technically, you could
Right.
by moving over Corin. He's difficult terrain. So you would use 10 feet of movement to move onto that square, and then so it'll be 15 feet of movement to move to the other side of him.
I will move to my east,
Yep.
directly north of Corin. I can see the cobalt, but I
Right.
don't know if I've actually got line of sight on them.
If you can click on the token, then you have line of sight to it. It does count
Okay.
as having cover because you're trying to get past these two.
Pull the dead.
Bong. It fails, you can do your damage to it. It's a D8 because it's not injured. It takes a little bit of damage.
And then I will move back slightly, so if necessary, Corin get past us. Is that enough to squeeze past?
Oh yeah, you can move into the square adjacent. It just costs 10 feet of movement to move through you.
Okay,
Actually, Andy, do you not have a thing where you can move through people without penalty because you're only a wee fella? It will be under halfling.
Yeah, halflings can move through people without.
So you can run under his kilt, basically, Andy.
Enemies.
You just close your eyes and go, I'm not looking, I'm not looking. You feel something brush the top of your head. Ooh, ooh.
Oh no, it's part of me hair.
Right, Ben, it is your turn. You stand before 3 of these, what apparently a kobold vampire spawn. It's dodges again. I don't think you're raging, you know, Dave. I'd be pretty bloody angry if I was you. I'm just checking.
I'm saving it.
Yeah, because
I've only got 1 left.
You've got 2 left. I ticked off your rages last time you used them. So you swing wildly, but there's blood in your eyes and you miss. Is that your turn, or is there anything else you want to do?
I think I'm going to try and move past these 2.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't. You can move past 1, but you can't squeeze past 2 because Aisha's a big twat.
He's just a big twat.
I do apologise.
It's so if you can't move, Dave.
Alright, I'm pissed. I'm going to range then.
Yeah, probably good. As I now get 3 attacks with pack tactics, they swarm all over you. Their little needle teeth biting and nipping at you, sucking your blood. It's great.
Oh shit!
It bites into you, Dave. There's a spray of blood up the wall. It begins to greedily drink upon Ben.
Hey, where's Ben gone?
He's down here, literally down here.
Villian moves round to see if she can actually see anything. No, she can't target anything from there. Where are they, she says?
In front of Ben, I shout.
I can't see an effing thing. She holds a magic missile ready. This is Dumpy Kobold Vampire Spawn. Bites at Dave. Another crit! Oh, there's just a spray of arterial blood, Andy. Ben is staggering. Looks like he's going to fall. He's gone white. There's just blood gushing out of his neck.
Aisha, you're going to need to make room for him.
Don't worry. I'll heal him and then I'll back up.
Good man.
I'll have to move forward to see where I can see. Can I still get past Aisha on this?
You can get past Aisha, yeah. But you'll run past his head.
Go on, roughly how would you go past?
I'll give her a love nut.
So you move round. You can see the 3 have grabbed hold of Ben, and 2 of them have actually sunk their fangs, one into either side of his neck.
Cast magic missile at level 3, I think.
Okay. Oh, and now would be an awesome time for the high unit attack, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
5.
Missile after missile after missile slams into the kobold, not killing it, but it does look heavily damaged.
Right. Did I manage to move me full 25? I did,
Yes,
didn't I?
you're stuck there now.
Yeah. Right, okay.
Very well. Next we have Corin.
I'm going to hold my action because I need to be basically where Ben is now. So I need Ben behind me. I need to swap places with him basically for what I want to do.
Right, okay. Sandman.
I need to hold my attack again because I can't get past.
Isha, whatever you're going to do,
Right.
do it now.
Is Davy underneath Lantesh?
Yes.
Right.
Do you want us to target them?
Please, yeah.
There you go. You have targeted Dave.
I'm going to cast Healing Word up leveled to 4.
Dave, you notice that as they are drinking your blood, they seem to be healing. The wounds on them are closing.
That is an absolute shithole.
Well, it's better than like not having the 12 points.
It's true.
True, but 4 4s would have been better.
Are you doing anything else with your main action?
I will move out of the corridor.
Dave can't disengage and get out of there because you and Corin are blocking him.
Right,
so
well,
you
I will
move
move
back
out
to
the
there.
road and I will take up a ready attack action with me hammer.
Okay, not a problem. What do you do,
I'll
Dave?
disengage and move behind Corin if I can.
Yeah, okay, so that is 10 to move through.
Do you think I should move out of the corridor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I move out of the corridor?
Right, Ben staggers back past Corin and almost collapses in front of Aisha there. Right, Tracy, this kobold runs up the wall next to you until it's within 5 feet of you. using its movement. And then it will hold its attack action until its companions are within melee range. The second one then runs up the other side of the wall and it attacks. So it has pack
Can I use
tactics.
shield? As
You
a
can.
reaction?
It bites, but it sparks as the shield deflects its teeth. However, its friend, this one here, gets an attack now because it was holding its attack action to attack you. Hits, and again you feel it bite through you and take 6 damage. And you can see its wounds healing as the blood fountains into its mouth.
Little bastard.
Ed's turn. Ed's gonna like charge through the party, shoving you out the way as Tracy has been attacked, and his priority. So it does a shove attack on Aisha. It moves you 5 feet, Bracy. It shoves you that way, and then it heads forward to Ben, but it can't quite shove him. It can only attack once because it's damaged. Villian holds a attack action with her spell, and we have the third kobold attacking Tracy now. The bite. Crits.
Oh.
Andy, you're standing looking there, and there's a spray of blood comes over, soaks in your face and hair, and Lantesh cries out in pain.
Fucking hell.
Lantesh, it is your turn. End of round.
You could disengage and run away.
I'll do that then.
Yep, so you can make your move. They snap at you.
5, 10. Right, okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Right, Lantesh comes running along the ceiling, bleeding heavily. So is that your turn, unless you're using a bonus action? Corin, it is your turn. Finally, the corridor is clear.
You get disadvantage, don't you, for firing ranged weapons in melee?
You do, yes.
I'll take that, but first of all, I need to cast a spell. It's Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
Cross your bloody fingers.
You hit.
Now, I'll roll me damage for the arrow.
Okay. Max
Ooh,
hit. Ooh,
nice.
heavy damage.
Now, the spell.
So that one failed. So do the damage on that one.
Right. So the damage on that one is great.
2.
Right, the save on that one. And
Not
the
right.
third one.
Takes half damage, so roll the damage and then... Right, so that one is... There's 1 heavily damaged and 2 lightly damaged.
That top one. That's
Yeah.
the damaged one,
That's
isn't it?
the heavily damaged one, yes.
I shall do my best to shoot him in the face.
Get him. Go on.
Because quite frankly, these are just... Yeah, it's a hit. Yes, with a twang. The arrow pierces through its brain and it flops from the ceiling, lying dead on the floor.
Pick the fucking bones out of that.
Nice one. That is
Take
your
one in the pot.
turn.
I doubt
Simon,
it. But I'll make his teeth into a necklace.
I need to move a little bit.
you want to be in that square there?
Yeah, is there one directly in front of you, Corin?
Right, you say where I am.
Yeah.
Immediately to my right, there's one, and then sort of immediately to me right, but sort of half a square south is the other
Yeah, because
one.
that
They're
one's
both
stuck
right in
to
front
the
of
wall
us.
like a gecko.
Yeah, so they're basically in the square immediately to my right.
So you couldn't step to your right, could you?
No,
How well does he look?
Corin looks fine.
me.
Corin looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Lantesh and Ben are had a hiding.
If I can I affect everything with my burning hands?
Yeah, you can hit Corin and
And the other two?
the other two. Technically, you can't see them, but it's a narrow corridor, so the flames will shoot down the corridor like a flamethrower.
Level 2 burning hands.
Are you going to say at least sorry?
I'm going to turn around and go duck, which should give him advantage on his save, because he's pre-warned.
Rubbish.
Can I have advantage on me save?
It was worth a try, right?
What about whether you said we had inspiration dice?
Oh yeah, you do have inspiration dice.
I don't
I
have
forgot
one.
to. I forgot inspiration. Yeah.
I'm going to try to lean over him so I don't get a lot of him, if that helps.
Thank you very much.
This sounds like shenanigans to me. Al.
It is shenanigans, yes, but
Bollocks
it's
is what I say.
I'm
Right.
doing my best.
Finally managed to target him.
You love work.
No,
Right.
I'm
Do not-
loving this. Go for it. Al.
Okay.
Do not set
Burn 'em.
fire to me bollocks.
Burn them all. They are. You're saved, Andy.
Oh,
Everybody's
well, that's
saved.
all right then.
However, it has expired the Hail of Thorns. As you
That's all right.
lost concentration.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's only a bonus action.
And I'll back out again. Sorry about that.
That's quite all right, Sonny Jim. That's
Can I
quite all
just say
right.
I'm enjoying this combat so much.
It's a fucking tiny corridors.
We
Right.
need to bloody fireball down every corridor before we go down.
So
Yes,
it's
sir.
Fireball. You want a fireball, did you say?
Aisha, it is your turn.
So are we missing anybody? Sandman, Lantesh.
No, Dave's leaning heavily on the wall. He's smearing blood where he's got his hand on the wall. Lantesh is on the ceiling and dripping blood down onto the floor in front of you. Other than that, everybody's fine. Well, other than Corin and Salmon. Corin's like singed. He smells like a burnt dog now.
I would cast Mass Healing Word.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
A little hail from Aisha.
Thank you very much, young chap.
Sorry, best I can do at the minute.
Hey, that's all right.
Much appreciated.
I'm not complaining at all.
Ben, me old son.
I'm staying where I am.
Okay. Are you holding an action or anything?
Well, if that hyena pops up next to us, I'm going to trap them.
Okay, you fall out of rage. Next, vampire leaps down upon you, Andy.
Alrighty.
For the blood.
Lately.
Pack tactics, awesome. Hits
Oh,
13 damage and heals itself 7 points damage.
oh, boss.
Svelian can't say anything, holding a magic missile. Other vampire. It looks at you, Andy, and for once you now know how every other living thing in Icewind Dale feels as it licks its lips. It's another hit. Andy, you're starting to bleed heavily now. End of round, back to Lantesh.
'Tis merely a flesh wound.
Scorch and Ray. Level 2.
Yeah, you've got them targeted.
Have I? Right, okay.
First one hit, and the second one rolled to hit.
Miss.
Missed.
Oh, fuck. And then I'll move 5 foot back, just so that
To
I'm
there.
not in swipe range.
Oh, well, if you're moving 5 foot back, they can get a reactionary attack against you.
I'll do it.
So they do. Which misses. The second one hits. And that one is healed for 6 points of damage.
We're not getting anywhere with these guys.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Corin, it's your turn.
I'm going to have to recast me Hail of Thorns, aren't I?
You are.
Right.
You want to cast it.
Disengaging so we can all get them when they follow.
Ooh, I'm not finished with them yet. Right, I'll target the damaged one,
Yeah.
and I shall put an arrow into it.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Now, I want to upcast this to second level, which means it'll be 2d10, so I'll roll it safe first. And then roll the save for the other one, which is failed.
One's looking really badly hurt.
I have me last arrow.
Oh, it's still a hit. Get in. Yes, you kill it.
There you go, you little bastard.
It falls from the ceiling.
Jolly good.
Then you have a movement.
Right. Yes, I think I will.
Luckily, they've already bit Tracy, so they can't bite you.
I shall move to there.
Sandman.
Right, I will ready a firebolt and wait. Anything nasty that comes that I see is getting shot in the face.
Okay. Aisha.
I will move down to Ben and I will heal him with the cure wounds. I'll cast it to level 3.
All right. Nice one.
Oof, that's a good one.
That's a good
You
one.
feel much better, Dave. So
Thank you, Aisha.
that's your turn, basically.
Then I kick him in the arse and go, get back in the fight.
There's only one left, it's half dead.
Ben, it is your turn.
I shall move back into the fray.
With a
You
roar.
don't have to, you could wait till it comes to us.
You run round the corner, Dave, seeing the last one on the wall, but like 10 feet up, so you can still hit him.
It's not looking well.
It's not looking well. He takes a swing, he misses. He takes another swing, he misses.
Bugger.
This thing, Dave, disengages, climbs along the wall. The vampire runs away. Lantesh?
Has it disappeared altogether?
It's ran round the corner, right to the right.
And so it's 15 to there.
Her, and you said it went to
Right.
the right.
Uh-huh.
And I am going to fire magic missile at it at level 3.
You blast it with 5 missiles, and it looks badly hurt, but it hasn't died.
Right, that's my action then.
Corin?
I shall charge back in. So hang on, where's it gone?
Right.
Round to the right, and it's heavily injured.
So you got to 25 feet, which was there.
Ah, right, there it is. Well, in that case, come here, you little fucker. Well, we'll do the same thing because the spell's still active. So have an arrow.
Right, the arrow pierces the brain at the base of the skull, and the creature, with a last hiss, flops dead.
There we go. That's how you deal with him.
We're out of combat.
I'll leave me character performing a ritual to put a layman's tiny hut up
Okay. Whereabouts are you putting it up?
in the room previous.
Okay, I'll move you there. Everybody getting in the hut, I presume?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Right,
hell
but-
yes.
It's not a bad way spell, that, Hail of Thorns.
It's all right, actually, if they're close together.
Okay, Tracy, you spend 10 minutes and up pops Layman's tiny hut. What is the plan?
Get in
I'm-
there in a tiny hut and go to fucking sleep.
Yeah, fucking need some
Right.
spells.
Excellent. You put your Layman's tiny hut, you go to sleep. However, the three of you with hunger wake up, your stomach's rumbling within an hour. What do?
I'm not hungry, am I?
Yes, starving.
Oh, I'll eat a ration.
Need a ration.
You eat a ration. Okay, make sure you're not a ration off. Ben, you wake up, your stomach's rumbling.
Yeah, I'm got it. I'm looking for it now.
And go back to sleep.
You go back to sleep. Within an hour, you wake up, your stomach's rumbling.
No.
You're unable to get a long rest. Because every time you try to sleep,
You are-
Piss rat.
I've got no fucking spells left.
you can have a short rest.
Yeah, to get one spell slot left.
Do you want to eat again after an hour?
Yeah, I'm going to eat. We probably need to find out why we're starving.
Curse.
Anyone got to remove
what's
curse?
my-
Just, you know, while they're all doing this waking up and troughing and going back to sleep business,
Yeah.
can I have a long rest?
Colin's in the corner
Right.
snoring.
Can somebody just knock us out?
Yeah? I mean,
Yeah, do that. Just Aisha, and you just twat us over the head.
you
Just
do
want to get
realise
some
your friend's
sleep.
going to go and tits and tear his arms off if he tries that.
This is what you call it, the restoration thing. It removes one effect because that
What
removes
effects
hunger.
does it remove?
It says one effect.
Yeah, but it'll tell you what effect it is.
Is that lesser restoration, Dave?
I think so.
Can I
'cause
use Arcana? Are we under a
I've got
magical
it as
effect or
well.
Are we cursed?
Brilliant, might know.
Can I try to work that out?
Unfortunately,
You can cast it on the Mandy if you wish. If
No,
they wake
no,
you
no.
up, but if they wake you up, that'll interrupt your long rest. You'll only get a short rest as well.
well, according to the listing for my spell, one disease or one condition, the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralysed, or poisoned.
Well, it's none
So,
of them then. So.
Not cursed. But needless to say, if anybody suffers from any of those conditions at any point, I will happily cast it on them. Just don't wake the hobbit.
Can I use Arcana to try and work out if we're cursed or if we're under a magical effect?
You can certainly try, sir.
I will try using Arcana.
You are not sure. It sounds like a curse, but you don't have concrete proof that it is indeed a curse.
Is yeah. Oh, is yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you remove coises?
I fucking memorise it, yeah.
So he's even role playing. He's got a mouthful of food.
I can remove curses, but it means it's memorising it, getting some spell slots back.
Yeah, so.
But you can do that on a short rest, Tracy, can't you?
Do you have remove curse memorized, or is it ritual?
It was on my memorised list.
Well, you
But
can
if-
have a short rest and use your arcane recovery to recover one remove curse.
Mm-hmm.
There's a large pile of rations. Call me in 8 hours.
I will give you guys a short rest.
Remove curse on yourself. Have another short rest. Remove curse on Bracy. Then Bracy could remove curse on the rest of us when he wakes up. So if she remove curse herself and has a full night's sleep, then wakes up in the morning and remove curses,
The rest
On-
here.
On me.
Bracy will then. Oh no, because he won't have a long rest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fucking.
Yeah, because Bracy has the Pearl of Power that lets him restore an extra spell slot.
Ah, yeah, true.
And you only get one long rest per 24 hours. You don't get the benefit
Well-
for sleeping 16 hours in a row.
We
So
could
when
just
you-
stay here 2 days.
I
So
don't
he
think we're
uses
gonna be
his
allowed
pearl
to
to
stay.
give him a remove curse.
No,
He
Bracy
removes-
hasn't got remove curse prepared.
Ah,
But I
Bracy needs a
did.
long rest to prepare remove curse.
I thought that pearl
Isn't
of
that
power
right?
give him a slot.
It does. He still hasn't got the spell prepared.
Ah,
So Tracy can remove curse on one person, but Bracy can't memorize it without remove curse.
She needs to remove curse on me, because otherwise I'll keep waking up
And
hungry
then
and I won't get a long rest.
you get your long rest, then you fix everyone else, and we'll
Mhm.
still have no spells, but at least we won't be cursed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but means that I'm not going to be able to do anything at anything.
Well, neither am I. So
Villian
we'll-
says, I've got all my spells because I wasn't allowed to cast anything because I might accidentally kill some of the party, but you know.
you don't have to have remove curse, do you, Billion?
She says, you know what, I'll check because I didn't think to check. Is it third level for a wizard?
Yes.
Preparation. She does have remove curse, yes.
Oh, you beauty.
So if you can remove curse in her, she can swap to remove curse.
Yep, do that. Because she can use her short rest to cast it.
She doesn't have hunger, she wasn't in the room.
All right, so she can just
She
many
can get a long
third
rest.
level casts you got?
She needs to memorize it.
Yeah, but all right, yeah. So do Villian.
She's
and
got.
then we'll
Can you
just-
upcast remove curse?
You can use a 4th level slot for remove curse, yeah.
She's got 3 third and 2 fourth. She could do 5 people with after a long rest.
We should do that. We will still have no spells.
This is
Unless, wait a minute.
Unless
Can't
Tracy
remove-
removes curse on somebody and then they can have a long rest. Either herself or another of the casters.
Tracy can choose. Basically, just choose one of the casters or yourself. If I were you, I would do yourself.
If you've already got remove curse memmed, then I would do yourself.
Yeah, I have got it memmed, but I'll get the slot back with a short rest. I need to open up that slot again, if you know what I mean.
You can get a short rest, so then you can remove curse on 2 people because you can cast it, then use the short rest, then cast it.
Yeah.
So are you doing yourself and who else?
Bracy.
Okay, Bracy, you stop feeling hungry as she casts him.
Cool.
And I can
Now
give
go and have a
you
long rest.
rest. Bracy, you can have your...
Oh.
Can I have me long
If
rest?
I'm having a long rest, can I change the spell?
While you're resting, you can change spells, yes. Okay, so the next few hours pass without incident inside the tiny hut. You wake up. Who's doing the remove cursing? Because Valiant's got it, Lantish's got it.
I would suggest Valiant does it.
Right, so she removes curse on the rest of the party, and you terrible.
I'll make some breakfast for everybody.
The exhaustion remains. Did you roll your hit dice, those that needed it?
No, not yet.
Ben?
I'm sorting out my spells.
You've had a long rest, so you're fine. Ben, do you want to roll some hit dice, or have you already done it?
I'm fine. I just have virtually no spell slots.
I know, it's awful, isn't it?
It's horrible.
As the tiny bubble pops, you look around the room, expecting the null vampire to come leaping out of the wall, tearing your throat out. But it's not.
It's amazing what you can make out of a ration pack and a bit curry powder.
It's not there. Right, 2 of you look quite bleary-eyed. The rest of you feel fine. Remove curses all round. Brilliant's spell slots down. 3. It's used all of our 3rd level slots.
I offer Valiant a bit of breakfast. No hard feelings.
Thank you very much. Very kind of you. I've gone all rough voice cockney now.
All right.
Always there'd be doubts about her.
Ed is regenerated immediately to full health. Right, so state of play. What do you want to do now? You're not going to get the benefit of a rest until the next adventure.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
You could take another short rest, but that I don't think that would help much, quite frankly, at the moment, would it?
It doesn't help for me. Look, I'll just do backup stuff, so don't worry about it. Let's crack on.
Okay, very well. You have the chamber to the south in the previous room where you fought the shadows. You have the chamber to the south of you from the room you're in, chamber to the southeast, and chamber to the northeast. This is the one to the southeast is where the vampire spawn came to. And you'd been in there and you'd seen that it led off 2 more tunnels at least to the north and the south. But you hadn't put your head in fully to explore the full extent of the room.
Just tell us which way we're going.
Southeast, I guess.
Yeah.
Into the room with where the vampire spawn came from.
I stick my in there.
Andy, you stick your head in there, seeing passages to the northwest, northeast, and directly south.
Right. North, northeast, or south. That one, it looks like to the northwest. Is that stairs going up?
Yeah. It also looks like it leads into that cavern that you caught a glimpse of from the previous room, as they seem to be heading in the same direction. What about you? Are you following behind, Andy, or?
Yeah, let's move up together. There's no point us all staying together. We're not going to get anywhere if we just stand around with thumbs up our arse. We need to find out how to save the world. This is not going to save the world.
Right. Which way do we want to go, chaps?
So you should now all be able to see the 3 exits from the room.
Yeah.
Right, the Hunger Caves to the northwest, right?
Uh-huh.
I have the feeling maybe we should go
The Hunger
direction
Cave,
that the
you
vampires
felt
were
hungry
heading
from
to.
the cave, the dead end cave that had the headless skeletons in.
All right, in that case, let's go the way the vampires were. The vampire guys were.
They were running south when, in fact, the last body of the kobold is lying here against the wall.
All right, let's go
with
that
an-
way then.
Andy had skewered it.
So south?
I'll let you all go through because Ed follows behind me.
Head down a winding passage, Andy. The place absolutely stinks of death.
I'll wrap a hanky round me face. I presume I don't need to tell the rest of the party it absolutely stinks of death
As
down
soon
there.
as they get into this portion of the corridor, it absolutely reeks of rotten meat.
Well, I'm half expecting, well, not even half expecting, there's something to leap out at us. So I shall advance slowly.
Hang on, Andy. I will put thingy on you, and hopefully it might help.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean. Thingy or whatever.
So that's guidance as opposed to resting
Yep.
something on me shoulder.
Yeah.
Right. So you come down. Can you, this the appropriate order?
Pretty much. Yeah, I
Tracy
think so.
coming up the rear.
Yeah, well, Ed'll be behind me, so I'll let
Moving
Varian
down
go.
the icy steps. You
Right,
look into this room, Andy. The 30-foot high cavern reeks of death. The floor is slippery and slightly concave.
Right. There's bones, isn't there?
lie about everywhere.
Right. I'll have a good look round and say if there's anything obvious, sort of things moving, things sitting quietly lying in wait.
That seems like a perception check to me, sir.
Pretty much.
Right, you scan around the room. What you do notice is that it looks like the bones have been gnawed upon by tiny sharp teeth. And there's another exit, icy stairs leading down on the south side of the room. However, the smell wafting from that part of the cavern is
Oh, that's not
getting
good.
exponentially worse.
Right. Gnawed by lots of sharp teeth. Are we talking about sort of small ratty teeth or large red vampiric kobold type teeth?
It looks probably, with your experience of medicine and vampire bites, probably the koboldy type teeth.
Right. So we might be getting somewhere near the kobold's nest. Well, in that case, I shall advance into there and one to the side so that the rest of the party can get in the room, and if anything leaps out, we can all attack it together.
That would seem sensible.
Yeah, because it wasn't hugely successful the last time.
It wasn't, was it?
No. And I'll pack myself into the corner and wait for everybody else.
Right, carry on down.
Okay.
Yep.
So the rest of you follow Andy into the room.
Yep.
Oh, hello. Here we go. What don't I say?
Andy, you see just the slightest, tiniest piece of movement from the northeast corner of the cave as the others are starting to tramp into the room.
Right. I'll hold my hand up and point. Northeast corner, you said?
Yeah.
Right. Well, there's no time like the present. I shall head over in that direction and try not to get too close.
Okay, so you move up into the northeast corner. The rest of you are busy tramping into the room.
Yep.
And as you do, that gigantic hyena leaps out once more. You are not surprised.
Awesome.
But he leaps out of the northernmost.
Right, you bastard. I'll be waiting for
Fuck
you.
no.
You spot him as he comes out, so I'm going to request a roll right now.
Vampire! Oh, that was great, wasn't it?
The terrible cry goes as it leaps
Yeah.
out to you once more.
Earl?
Why did I get disadvantage for? Oh,
You have exhaustion, Dave.
aye.
Oh.
Earl?
Yes, darling.
I need lots of water.
Right, Lantesh, strange enough, with our alert feat, goes first. Oh shit, look who's second.
Oh, yes.
I can move through Velian, can't I?
Yes. So you can move to the south.
Yeah, I'll move there to see what I can see. Oh, bugger, he's big.
Yes, it's a vampire.
What will I cast? I'm going to be very conservative with me spells and cast a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Right. That's my go.
All right. Next up, it is to Kelly.
A vampire taking fucking chunks out the hobbit.
Strange enough, Andy, he bites. That's a hit, Andy.
Ow.
You're wounded.
Yeah.
And that's his turn. Velienne goes next. Now she'll move through. Then she will cut loose. Can I do it? Can I do it?
Do it.
Do it.
I'll
Kill
hit,
it.
I'll hit Corin.
Kill it.
Yes.
Oh, she's been
testicles.
dying to do that.
Black, horrific tentacles
my God.
spring up from the ground. And sadly, I have to target you as well, Andy.
What I would have done is held it until Corin disengaged out of the way.
You have to remember, she has no people skills. And she said, can I do it? And you all went, yeah, do it.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm cool with that.
Otherwise, you Dory.
I'm
Yeah.
also cool with that.
You might be a chicken, but never mind.
I'm not cool with
you
that.
may indeed be a chicken.
I do not want to. I do not wish to be an ingredient.
Oh, it doesn't do anything yet. It's when you start your turn or enter the effect. So nothing happens quite yet. They just appear and start thrashing about Sandwin.
I'll move. Then I'll target it.
Good luck
You
past those tentacles.
Are they blocking line of sight completely?
No, but they are on the map.
That's all right. I've got it targeted. Did you say you wanted water, Bracy?
Velienne is like properly clapping her hands in glee. She's like, look at that! Look at that!
I don't have anything other than a water skin, Bracy.
Well, did you make a vial of holy water?
No, he didn't.
Oh, this is really dangerous.
What you gonna do?
Corin,
Yeah.
you know I love you, right? But this
You're
could
not.
go-
You aren't going.
This
You're
could
not
go
past
horribly wrong.
He's channeling Nixie, ain't he?
Rich,
Yeah.
if this goes horribly wrong, I'm really sorry.
What with me? I'm fine with it.
No, I'm mean to the rest of the group. I'm just double checking this.
Throw it behind it.
Right, fireball.
Right, Elle throws a fireball past the sweeping.
Excuse me a moment.
Good shot, Elle.
Thank you very much.
Well held, Sandwin.
Oh, he takes 13 damage. Cocks his head to one side. And then like, hyena laughs at you.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No, there was a reason I did that. I didn't know what was behind it, and I wanted to make sure there was nothing that was going to eat us
Yeah, you
behind him.
haven't hit anything, but
Yeah, that's fine.
you're shocked at how little damage this thing has taken from your fireball.
Right, that's me.
Okay,
Well, he
Aisha.
takes canny damage from Cobble's Andy's arrows.
I will target douchebag.
Yeah.
I will cast Guide Bolt at level 4 at to try and beat the shit down.
Okay.
Oh, fuck my life.
You need to get like fairy fire and shit on stuff, man. And bless and all that kind of stuff. Right. So are you doing anything with your bonus action?
I'm doing fuck all.
You're doing fuck all. Right. Kelly's going to use his legendary action and he's going to move. And it's difficult terrain, but yeah, that's 20.
Well, the tentacle's
30.
not attack him since he's moving on. It's now his turn because he's
It's
moving.
not his turn. He's using a legendary action as he runs through the tentacles, Earl. Right in your face.
What?
Excellent.
So that was his legendary action. Ed's turn.
Where's Ed?
Just move Ed up the corridor to just behind me and Ben.
Okay.
That's it.
Corin, you're beginning your turn in this fucked up
Right.
set of tentacles. It's difficult terrain to move through,
Right.
and I know you take damage and stuff.
Just get it over with.
Right, so the first thing you do is a dex saving throw, or you take bludgeoning damage. Succeed or fail? Let's have a look. You
I
succeed, right? So
succeeded.
you're not restrained,
Right.
but you do take some damage
How's that heavy damage?
because he bit you. I think he bit you
Oh,
twice.
aye, so he did.
So you're heavy damage, but you can move now at half
Well-
speed. Ideally, I would move out of the tentacles.
Yeah, I was thinking of moving to about there.
Yeah.
Right, and I get to do stuff now, do I?
You do get to do stuff. What a spell,
Right.
though.
Eh?
What a spell. Giant,
Oh.
like, manga tentacles.
Yes.
For those of a particular fetish bent.
Well, I think there's only really one thing to do here. And then we'll try and put an arrow into him. Right? So that's that. Now I need to go down here and roll his save. Where's his save? There's his save. There he saves. He does. Now I'm going to upcast this. Take that off, and then he can have me second arrow.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my done.
Ben.
I'll let-
Okay. Oh, sorry, wait. He's got a legendary action at the end of Corin's turn because he's used one for movement. He's going to use one to bite Salmon.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't bite salmon. It's stuck in your teeth.
He bites you again. Right, now you can go, Dave.
I shall rage,
I don't bloody blame you.
I'm not even a barbarian, and I'm raging.
and I still have some.
Superiority dice. You've got all of them. You've had a rest. I was saying,
Which?
don't forget you've got inspiration. You can have advantage if you want to have advantage on your attack.
All right, I use inspiration then.
Oh, it's a crit. It's a big one.
Sport like it.
One. I'm going to pay you back for that, Dave. You're going to love what I'm going to do.
Right, roll them damages, Dave. All of the die. 27. Wham. Eat that, Mr. Vampire. He howls in pain. He felt that one. And then you can apply the effect to him, Dave. Okay. Is that your turn, sir?
Yeah.
Well, that was a big hit. He felt that Lantesh. It is your turn.
Magic missile at level 3.
Okay. Shoot away. Yeah, Dave's opened a big cut in his shoulder.
Right, I'm going to stuff the missiles down his shoulder then.
Sticking arrow right up his arse.
5.
Okay. Doing more damage to him. Kind of wounded. Next is his turn. Are you finished? Are you moving or anything?
No, I'm staying
Are
there.
you commanding Ed to attack or anything? It'll happen on his initiative, but like if you want to command it.
Yeah. Move him up to melee when it comes to his turn.
Right. Not expecting to take so much damage in one turn. Once again, the annoying bastard, his action to turn into his mist form, cursing and spitting at you, Dave, and then gets to move 20 feet again, seeping into the cracks in the wall.
God damn it.
Now you've really
What?
pissed him off.
What we need is something to hold him.
Fillion says, God
Oh.
damn fucking vampires. Because it's
I've
her
got
turn
something
next.
to hold him. I just need to get an
Right,
initiative that's above him, or nobody to fucking injure him so much.
Right.
Right, we
since I
drop
had my-
out of combat once more.
Do you not get an opportunity attack on his misform?
Nope. Don't think so.
Yeah, you probably do, Dave. It's resistant to quite a lot of damage, but you can have an opportunity attack.
I would love to.
I'm
I'd
going
love
to
to
pop him
put,
back, Dave. so
I'd
you
love
can
to put an arrow through the
have a
mist.
swing.
Oh, Davey!
Bugger.
I'm going to kick it in the nads when it tries to float away.
With your unarmed. Go on then.
Yeah,
I'll let
fuck
you.
him.
Sandwin, in frustration, boots the mist in the nads. Earl, you swing, but you're so inept at melee, you pass through the mist doing no damage.
I use my reaction, give it the middle finger, and tell it to fuck off.
It's not a spell or a cast, is it?
Is it? Tell us when it's my turn. I'm not done yet.
It disappears into the wall. You
Bastard.
lose sight of it.
I don't need to see it to do what I'm going to do.
All right then. We're going to drop out of combat. Sandman is next.
Walk up to the crack in the wall that it went in,
Yeah.
stick my hand in, burning hands.
So you blast it with burning hands. I'll give you a go because it's not that far away. So go
Turns him into steam.
on, do the rolls and things. Luckily, it's only 10 feet into the wall at this point, so you can get it. It chooses to succeed, Earl. It uses its legendary resistance and decides to thingy. So
Can it use legendary resistance in mist form?
this one can.
I hate it.
Yeah, so it only takes half damage and floats away to the cracks in the icy.
It's a cursed creature, isn't it? I'll say it to
It's a
Valiant.
vampire.
She says, I've already made a roll. I literally don't know anything about this. I can tell you about
Can I have the
normal
alcohol?
vampires, but this thing seems to have special abilities.
We needed Tasha's hideous laughter floating about the place.
I'll say it to Valiant. If I was to remove curse on that creature, it wouldn't be able to shift, would it? Because it would no longer be a cursed creature.
I don't
I
think. it
don't
would
think
be
that's how it
simple.
works, she says, but at this point, with some trepidation, she sadly dismisses the Everard's black tentacles.
Corin, you couldn't have a bash at this wound, could you?
Yes, certainly, Sandman.
I've got a healing kit. I picked it up as treasure if you want it.
As soon as we kill this vampire, we
you
should be okay
stop.
for a rest.
Right, hang on. I need to. I've targeted Sandwin, so I need to take one of them off and roll that.
We have got to go on as we are until we basically piss away a lot of time.
We'll probably find a resting place.
Well, if we do, anyone got a large bag of salt? Because I know a trick with vampires.
That'll be after I've pissed in his sarcophagus.
It is. You now have several routes that you have not seen. You should see where you've been on the map, but I can describe where you haven't been on this map at least.
Let's have a look in the cave to the north that got fireballed, because it should be clear.
Cave to the north that's got fireballed has nothing in it now. Everything that was there is charred or gone.
Okay.
Far away in the distance, you hear.
We're coming for you, you twat.
Everybody's a fucking comedian.
Sandwin's jokes weren't that funny.
Wow. Harsh. Everyone's a critic. Northeast, please. Someone ahead of me, because I'm not being the first into the fray. I am literally spunking dust at this point. I'm that low on spells.
Is this not just like a little room?
They're just little rooms. There's
All right,
nothing
south.
of value in them. Heading south, there's a short tunnel and then a T-junction. Andy, you move down as far as the T-junction like that.
I'm going to take up the rear because obviously
I'll
I've got
go
edge
now.
following us
After him.
behind us.
I'll
Okay.
go after that.
And then Aisha and then Valien. The smell is slightly worse to the south, Andy.
I was going to go 5 feet past the Tay Junction, and then if people want to check out that little tunnel to the east, I'll wait here in case anything comes up from the south. And then once you've checked that, we'll go south.
Just sees the tunnel going north-east.
Well, do you want to go up the tunnel, Dave?
Nah, I think we're best heading south.
Okay. Let's go south, says Ben.
Hang on a minute. I just moved me map a bit. Yep.
Right, you enter a large chamber. The deathly stench is originating from this 10-foot-high cave where a dozen human skulls surround a pillar of ice. A large cavity has been opened in the pillar as if something had burst from inside it, but other than that, it seems to remain empty. Those little round things are actually the skulls arranged around the pillar.
In that case, are any exits out this room?
There does not appear to be, no.
Put me there, if you don't mind, so I can basically say everything. Come on in, the water's lovely. I'll keep the skulls and stuff covered till everybody else gets in to have a look.
Okay, do you all go in?
Yeah.
It's the same number of skulls that was in the room. You felt hungry. All the headless corpses were.
Anyone got a big hammer?
Could this thing that's burst out of this house pillar possibly be that bloody thing that keeps leaping out and biting us and running away laughing? Is there any roll we can make to try and work that out?
Valien says it's possible. I don't know what kind of... Normally vampires will have a coffin or some kind of home base. I don't know what this thing would have. It's...
Well, go and stick your head in that hole and have a look.
Dog bed, maybe?
Oh yeah, she'll go and stick her head in and just like... it's definitely a human-sized chamber, medium creature-sized. So, in theory, yeah.
Okay, I'll walk over to it. I will get a... Can someone loan me a hammer?
You've got crowbars, you've got a
Is there
giant
not
tool.
a hammer in our
Have my
climbing kit?
warhammer.
That'll do. Right. Actually, I'll hold it. You knock this in. Can you just... I'll work out where chest height would be if you were to reappear in this place and bang in the stake that I made. So if this is the place it goes if we knack it, it'll reincorporate round a fucking stake.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. So you do that, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I suppose while we're here, we'd better search the room, just checking for secret passages and stuff.
Everybody looks at Andy. I thought a piss in the coffin.
Stick some curry powder in. That'll fucking piss him off. Because that bastard burns like buggery.
Yeah, but are we sure that this is...
No.
Andy searches the room.
Are we definitely sure that this is, like, what we're looking for?
No. So I think that's enough precaution for this place.
Andy, you search around the outside perimeter of the room and prod the ice, but find no hidden doors or any hidden passages or concealed chests, nothing like that.
There's no other exits from this room, is there?
No, not from this room.
So,
So should we back up and take that corridor that went off to the right?
well, hang on. What does Valien reckon? Does she reckon of all the places we've found so far, this is the most likely to be sort of a vampire sarcophagus type thing?
Uncertain, but if you destroy the vampire's sarcophagus, it normally prevents it from regenerating. Obviously, ideally, the best thing to do is catch them when they're asleep and, bang a stake through the heart. But in theory, if this is the sarcophagus, it would stop it regenerating because it would have nowhere to come to. Or we could just sit and wait, but I don't know how long it would take.
Well, I would prefer not to sit and wait, so I shall go over to the sarcophagus and then say to everybody else, please turn your backs. One does have some sense of modesty. And I shall undo the front of my trousers and pee in it.
Very well. There's a tinkling noise as everybody turns their backs.
But they don't hear it because I'm whistling.
They don't. He's heading up into the other room now.
Yeah.
The other room
Yep.
is a dead end, entombed in the floor of this icy 20-foot high cave. The frozen, well-preserved corpse of a frost giant. Scratch marks in the ice suggest a half-hearted attempt to excavate the remains.
Does it look like this might have been done by those kobolds?
It looks like the scratches could have been, upon examination of the giant, it looks like its skull and shoulder and part of its arm was crushed by something incredibly heavy
Let's
before
have an
it died.
investigate of the room.
I'll give you a hand.
There we go.
Like, you thoroughly investigate the room and you're pretty sure that you haven't missed anything, Lantesh, but you find no exits or secret doors.
Right, okay. Right, doesn't look like there's anywhere else leading out of here, guys.
Right. Let's go
I'll
back.
head you back to the last room that you explored.
I think it'll
this
be
little.
yeah.
So that is the last room you explored.
There was stairs, wasn't there?
There are stairs leading up into a chamber and a tunnel leading off to the northeast.
Let's try northeast.
I'll bring up the rears as usual.
Right, hang on.
So we're talking Corin, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head round the corner, Andy, and it opens into a chamber.
Oh, right. I'll advance to there to give the rest of the party room to get in.
Okay. As you step forward into the chamber, the dead end cave contains half a dozen mounds of snow. And as you step into the chamber, they rise up and assume vaguely bipedal forms. Wide
Hey, what's
smiles
up?
appear on their otherwise featureless faces.
Oh, fuck.
Hello, lads.
These are great. Wait till you see these bad boys.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. About time I walked into something, innit? Oh, jolly hockey sticks.
Oh.
The snow columns. Wonderful.
They stagger towards you.
Right. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
We
the
should
order.
dash back out of here.
It was Sam went in it.
Well, I guess not. We'll just have to move.
Just
Yeah.
knock 'em.
Well, the area just coming into the room as Andy's moved into the room. Is that what you're shouting? Run away?
I'll
No.
say, get in there, knock 'em.
Is there only two of them, Rich?
There's only two that you can see.
Right. Well, I want to go along here with me back to the wall. Make a bit more room.
All right, in that case, we'll go to initiative as they stagger towards you.
I'll blame a bloke for... Oh! Oh, it rolled off a 20.
Lantesh.
I'm going to cast a spider climb on myself.
Okay.
And then I'll move across the ceiling to just inside the entrance of the room ahead just so I can see what they see.
Okay.
And then I'll command Ed just to stay where he is, really, because I don't want to barge past everybody.
Yeah, Villian can't get in. She's going to hold a movement action until somebody else moves. Aisha, it's your turn. Dave's like, let's just back out and run away. I was like, just kill them all. Have you gone all murder hobo now? Are you just angry, Earl?
I am going to kill everything until I have spells, everything down. I'm going to kick stuff in the nuts.
Aisha, it's your turn.
I don't know. I'll try and barge past every.
You could barge past Earl. That would use 10 feet of movement because Lantesh is on the ceiling. That would be 10 to there.
Yeah.
And then you've got some movement left over.
Yeah, you should be able to get one in Lapland.
He's just like, fuck it.
I'll
Fuck
just
it.
move slightly around the corner.
I'm tired of these fucking caves. They're just shit.
Yeah. Oh, shit, fuck the lot of them.
No more nice adventurers. It's Lantern time, boys and girls.
And I cast Guiding Ball on the motherfucker.
No more. So after all of the role playing, everything we've been through, are we now just murder hobos? It's this
No,
one.
murder hobos just kill NPCs for no reason. We're not murder hobos.
Like you blow it, and a great lump chunk of snow is just blown away.
Oh,
Wouldn't
what are you just fucking starting, motherfucker?
Wouldn't it be great if the snow golems were all sitting there together going, wouldn't it be nice to have some lovely adventurers to talk to? We'll never get anybody to talk to, and then we walk in.
Salmon, it is your turn. It's time to bring the paints on.
I'll firebolt because no spells.
Oh, quick base.
It's a hit. It's a long shanked golem. Right. Bam! You blast it through the center, and it goes oh, and then melts into a pile of normal-looking snow.
I'm done.
It's your turn. Snow golem corpulent. Oh, it's a bit shit. Ben, these are lumbering slowly forward. I did not realize how slow and shit they were. It's your turn, Ben.
Go to there.
That's still 10 feet away, mind.
I'll move to there and whack it.
And smash its head in. The unusually wasted one. Wow, they all sound like a rejected Muppet. Bang, bang. Two hits. You chunks of snow fly off and splat against the wall, and it looks badly injured. They don't look terribly tough. Raises its gigantic snowy fists and slams them down into you. 3 times. That's not cricket. They're starting to get mobs with 3 attacks. The first one hits. The second one hits. Third one hits. Corin, your turn finally.
Right, let's try this.
Right, 1 arrow blasts straight through it, killing it outright.
Jolly good. Right, can I say any more of them?
You can't at the moment, no. End of your turn unless you want to move.
No, that's fine. I'll stop here with me back against the wall.
Lantesh, do you wish to move?
Yep. Can I say anything else?
Not yet, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
You can hold the firebolt
Yeah, I will. I'll hold a firebolt.
to attack the first thing you see that's an enemy, yeah?
Yes.
Villian will move up behind Ed as far as she can. And Aisha.
I will move to the north to see if I can see anything. If I can't see anything, I will.
Just the tunnel to the south, which has steps leading downwards, and then there's a tunnel to the east.
I will pop a heal on Corin.
Thank you very much.
I'll pop a heel in your ass. Sanwin is next.
Hello. Contact southeast. Firebolt.
Hey? Oh.
You rolled a 2 and you hit.
I'm good at this shit. And then I'll take a couple steps back. Yep, there you go.
He sees Sanwin is the closest. One of these big, dumpy, round snow golems comes out, fires a snowball out of itself.
God.
Oh,
Does
cool.
it bend over and fire it out of its arse?
Yes, it does. If that makes you happy.
Oh, it does.
And crits.
Oh,
Oh my
Ow.
god.
Woo!
Right,
Ow.
this really hard snowball with a rock in the centre. You know when you're not supposed to put a rock in the middle of a snowball and it sort of bounces off the side of your head, leaving a big egg on the side of your head. And it goes, ooh. It's your turn, Ben.
Okay, dokie. Which one's just fired?
A snowball came from the east and
Right, I'll head
beamed
there.
Sanwin on the head. You charge towards him. You're out of rage now.
Do a attack him, hit him,
Fuck, you missed, Dave.
and then I move round the corner.
Okay. He gets an
Did
attack
I?
of opportunity on you. It's Corpulent. Where are you, Mr. Corpulent Snow Golem? He takes a swipe at you as an attack of opportunity with a slam. It bounces off your shield, and you move to the side. Next up, Corin.
Right. Bonus action to move Tosser's mark. Yep. Pick the bones out of that.
Yeah, you shoot straight through him, and like his arm just sort of turns into slush and falls on the floor. He looks down at these like severed arm, and goes, "Whoa!"
There we go. That's me done.
He's a barely cohesive golem. Oh, Dave, you see a golem coming up the stairs from behind. He goes, "Oh!" and points his arm at you and shoots you with a snowball. And now you know they've got rocks in them because they're cheating bastards. Oh my god, he hits as well. As a snowball bounces off your head. Hey, we're back to snow golems. Hurrah. Ooh. The injured one that Earl firebolted sees Ed as the closest target. Snowballs him. It just splatters on his armor, does no damage. And finally, you see another snow golem who's walked around the corner. He's next to Dave and Ed. 1 to 10, it's Dave. No, he strikes at Ed. They don't seem terribly intelligent, just acting under. Crap, that was the wrong one. But 1 hits. 2. Oh, that was almost a crit. 3. 2 hits on Ed as it blasts it with its giant fists. And we're back to Lantesh.
Right. I'm going to use firebolt with them being melty at the one in front.
That makes sense, and Sanwin can tell you that he's doing horrendous damage with fire. Not that he doesn't always do horrendous damage with fire, but
I know. Well, I didn't memorize Scorching Ray, sadly.
we'll finish up the golems and then we'll call it a night. It's a hit, yeah. The brittle one, okay, it takes
Right.
extra damage. It's wounded.
Okie doke.
Velienne can finally move into the room. She hasn't got fire spells, but she can pew-poo with the rest of them, or she will. Unless you want us to ever add black tentacles again.
Keep your
No.
keep your black testicles in your pocket, babe.
Blast the golem 3 times. It is heavily damaged. Aisha, you're next.
I will move slightly to the south. Target the nearest bastard.
Today, I was killed by 6 armed bastards. Go on then. Shoot it. I need you to get a win. It gets a -1 on its save. So,
Nice.
10 damage. They're both heavily damaged. You doing anything else? Boom goes the noise.
will throw a heal on Baron.
Nice. Sanwin, I assume you're moving up there.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna shoot. Oh, 2 targets. So tempting. Oh, so many targets. Oh, fucking
So
So
many
many
fireball.
targets, not enough spells.
Oh, I think of something. Wait a minute. I need a solution to my lack of spells problem. Fuck this shit. Burn 2 sorcery points, get a 2nd level spell back, target this one, and that one in the front. I'm going to burn in the little. Every guy,
Oh, God almighty. He's lost
So
it.
what are you casting? Yeah, I think he's kind of angry.
Right, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray. I'm going to target them one at a time. So I'm doing the first one, then I'm going to do the one next to it, and then I'm going to do the one next to burn. No, I'll do the one at the back behind. Yeah, I'm just going to burn things. Hang on.
I hope we run into snow golems so I can burn them.
Burn them all.
Go on then. Scorching that ray. That's a hit. They've got terrible AC. Yeah, that one melts into a puddle of ice. Right.
Everything
It
burns.
looks like a scene from War of the Worlds as heat beams radiate all around the chamber and snow golems go, ooh, and then melt into piles of slush.
I'm literally standing there going, burn, you motherfuckers.
Ben, it's your turn. You're standing next to a snow golem. You chop it down and it dissolves into slush with just the silent. And are you wishing to move? You are.
Yeah.
You charge past Ed. You're so angry. And it's a crit!
Whoa!
Boom, baby. And with
Oh,
a
yeah.
swing, you pound the snow golem. You have won.
Next session, we're going to call it the Ice Caves Quest for a Long Rest.
You look round, and this is a dead end with 3 caves that apparently had just loads of icicles and lots of snow golems. And yes, we have survived another day. That's where we'll call it an end
We've-
for tonight.
Just survived another day.
Oh yeah, just.
Quest, be bothered, I suppose, would best, because there might be something up here that might help. I would like to kill that fucking vampire, though.
Yeah, well, that's all it's all about.